Welcome to Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we have another stream reveal. We have the Nectar VR and its complete ride chain, Arboros. Now, it doesn't actually work like a ride chain, so that's a good thing. It's not completely reliant on RNG, as we've seen in the past. I'm always happy to see that. So first of all, we have this plant token. It's just a 10k version. As you know, you can't just call it off any plant token generator. It can only be called when there's an actual skill saying, hey, call the specific token with this power and intercept and so forth. Then we have Boros Dragon branch, auto on VNR. When its attack or the attack it boosted hits, you may look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. If you do, reveal up to 1 card with Arboros in its card name from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So you have kind of like a stack, but not really, so I'm not sure how relevant that stacking will actually be. However, it's a check top 4 for potential 11 targets, because you have, I believe, 12 Arboros cards and 1 is itself, so you have 11 chances and then 10 chances depending on how many you've already drawn. I think check top 4 and then 11 targets isn't the best odds. I know like check top 7 with 8 targets is already pretty iffy, like Masquerade in Shadow Paladin can miss quite a bit. Now the thing is though that this card doesn't actually minus ever. Like it either attacks or it boosts, and at no point do you have to minus for it. So you hit it, cool, you just plus. It's not like the grade 1 from Mega Colony that needs to go into Soul, or the Masquerade that needs to retire something. This is just free. Now, beyond this skill though, it does absolutely nothing. So it's like, it's a fine card. It's not mind-blowing. I do think that's also why it's a double R. I definitely think they will be running this to up the consistency, but it's not something that you're like going to be mind-blown by. Now next we have Boros Dragon Timber, auto on V. When placed, the next plant token you call this turn is the special one. The 10k power, the 10k shield, boost, intercept, all the good stuff. Now interestingly, it's not every token, so it's only the next one. It's a bit less good than what we thought it would be, but I guess it's more balanced. And an auto on R when placed, you may call a plant token to R. This way, it's like a Sylvia, but only on rearguard circle. Obviously, had this been on VNR, it would just be a strict upgrade, whereas now you'll actually have to consider. Now, obviously in standard, this is probably just an upgrade because you're running the whole Arboros line anyway. But in premium, I can see Sylvia remaining the best target. Now, the card we're actually waiting for is Boros Dragon Sephiroth, the grade 3, obviously making force, continuous on V. The plant tokens you call are called as grade 0, power 10k, shield 10k, critical, and have boost and intercept. So it is basically a continuous skill that turns all your plant generators into super plant generators. Now since it is continuous, this doesn't actually work all that well in premium. There's like a few shenanigans you could do. You could use the G Guardian, which calls something in your opponent's turn, and use that to call a plant token generator, and this way create a plant token that can intercept. So you could use like, is it Rain Breath Dragon or something? The G-Guard, you call a Sylvia, which makes a big intercepting token, and the big intercept token can intercept. Like that's a little play you can do. I do think it's a bit too niche. I'm pretty sure we'll keep on running the Maiden of Trailing Rose as the primary grade 3, and then the new Martina as the backup grade 3. I'm pretty sure we're cutting Tomato. But so this continuous isn't really too hot. Now, act on V and R once per turn, cost retire a rearguard, call up to 2 plant tokens to R, and if you have 5 or more rearguards, this unit gets power plus 10,000. You can retire a rearguard. It can be itself, but it can also be a shitty plant token that you called off something else in the past, and then suddenly make 2 of the big boy plant tokens if you already have an Arboros on Vanguard. And then once you hit the 5 rearguards, this unit gets 10,000, so it's like a bit more of a threatening Vanguard. Now, given the power gain that this creates, I do think this deck can start going Force 2 even, but I'm not really seeing anything super major. I suppose the deck, like most skills, are pretty free, and I'm pretty sure that will be its strength, but I'm not feeling anything that's like super dangerous yet. Sure, one thing that you could consider is that nothing here is restricted in any way. It's not restricted behind a grade 3 in Soul. It's not restricted by Soul Blasting a grade 3. It's not restricted by your opponent being at grade 3. So you go first, you ride all of this, and everything is instantly live. So that could make it like some kind of scary tempo deck that just doesn't care about anything. But there's nothing here that's like, whoa, this skill is so broken that it will completely turn the game around. Like, nothing like that. We don't see a danger lunge yet, if that makes sense. We don't see the Dragonic Waterfall, but from this time yet. So I'm pretty sure that we're still gonna see some type of finisher, because right now, as the way I see it, this is like a solid tempo deck. You go turn 1, you start attacking, turn 2, you get these tokens that are also bigger, you start smashing face, turn 3, you ride this, everything is free, you smash face. And so it kind of feels like Royal Paladin in that way, where you can build it these days to just smash face really quickly and then just keep up the pressure, and then there's no real insane finisher beyond that. You're just hoping that your newfound tempo seals the game for you. I'm wondering if this is going to be where the power level caps out for Neo Nectar in Standard, or if we're going to see a Danger Lunge type of card. We'll see. I don't know. That is just my current thoughts. However, much more interestingly, what are yours? Do let me know in the comments down below. That is all for today. Subscribe to this channel and I will see you soon. Ciao.